What is a fortress in Wizards Unite, and is it the same thing as a raid in Pokemon Go? Welcome back to the Wizards Guide, your guide to all things Wizards Unite. And in today's video, we're going to dive into what we found out about fortresses in Wizards Unite. So before I get too far into this, I just want to say we were super excited to see that this gameplay mechanic was announced. We read through a ton of articles, did some research. There wasn't, however, very many details revealed in these articles. Most of this will be speculative and comparing it to other RPG games that share similar gameplay mechanics. Just like in Pogo, permanent locations across the map will turn into fortresses for you as you're walking around. Think like raids on top of Pokemon gyms. Each of these fortresses will allow you and up to 4 friends to team up and tackle it. Once you're in the fortress, there's a progression of floors, quote unquote, or levels as you progress through it, where the last level will contain a powerful boss and you can get some awesome loot. With all of that said, this really seems to be leaning more towards a WoW or World of Warcraft type instance or raid than what you may think of a raid as in Pokemon Go.
Oh, it's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Zero Dragons!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Professions are going to play a huge role in progressing through these dungeons and making it more efficient for a group of 5 to get through it. So as discussed in our last video, each player character has a certain profession or a certain role in a battle, and that'll dictate how the team performs as they go through these dungeons. Magizoologist seems to be the tank of the group, or seem to be focused around dealing as much damage as possible, and professors, we're not entirely sure. They may just be a balanced class. If we're rounding out the classic roles in an RPG, it seems like the professor role should fit into support responsibilities. This mechanic, this concept, provides a much richer playing experience than showing up underneath a gym to defeat a raid just by tapping your screen with some random friends. So how do you progress through these fortresses? So according to the Eurogamer article that we read earlier this week, these dungeons are going to have floors to them. Because AR is involved in this game, my mind immediately went to your team actually walking through, like physically walking through this dungeon. But the more I thought about it, the more it seemed that may not be the safest option. With cars and roads around, you could walk right out into traffic, which would not be good. Instead, I see this being more of a on-the-rails type gameplay experience. I don't know if anybody has played rail shooters, but the game kind of takes you through the levels or progresses you through the different areas of the dungeon automatically. And like I said, as you progress forward, the enemies get harder and harder, but the rewards get better and better. Each of these levels will have a group of enemies that your squad will be able to choose who fights what enemy.
You take the ugly one.
No, you take the ugly one. I'll take the ugly one.
Oh, which one's the ugly one?
With these professions, you have a preferred type of enemy you would like to fight. For example, the Magizoologist may be taking out a group of pixies, while the Auror selects the Death Eater to fight, which apparently is my wife. And finally, the last encounter will be that large boss battle at the end, where the group will have to decide which skills best suit the needs of the battle. Fortresses will end when there are no enemies left, which means you are awesome and you've defeated the big boss man, or the time on the clock runs out, which means we will have timed dungeon runs, or we just get overrun and the entire team wipes. No participation ribbons here. Alright, so that is all we know currently about fortresses based off the articles that were released. So I know that this type of gameplay is not for everyone. I, for one, am super thrilled to experience this. I'm so excited, I'm so pumped. And on the other hand, Brittany is not. She's more of a collector. She wants to go and get all the achievements. She's more of a solo player. Where I love the battles, I love the combat, I love cooperative fights that will happen, or that could happen in this game. So what type of player are you in this instance? Do you tend to gravitate towards those battles, or do you prefer to kind of collect things and hunt achievements down? Leave the comment down below. Let us know what you think. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you ping that bell so every time we have a new video released, you get notified. Again, follow us on all of our social media outlets. We are very active on our Twitter account. That's where you can get the best, most up-to-date information on Wizards Unite out there. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.